What's up, everybody? Boy, we had an amazing treat in Trinidad, Colorado last night. I was going through my evening routine, letting the dogs out, getting ready for bed, and that's when I saw these amazing storm clouds. So I immediately grabbed a camera and started shooting. Now, my main body was indisposed. The battery was in the charger, the SD card was in the computer because I had done a shot earlier in the day. So I grabbed my wife's SL2 with the kit lens and a tripod, just some minimalist gear, and I ran out the door to see what I could get. Now I ended up with some pretty good images, and I'd like to walk you guys through how I got these shots. I knew I needed the longest shutter speed possible, so I closed down my f-stop to f22. I kept my ISO at 100, and that gave me a shutter speed of about 15 seconds. I also had a 2-second timer on my camera. Now I was missing a few shots in the beginning. I had a downtime of 4 seconds because of that 2-second timer and the buffering time to the SD card. But since it was dusk, as it got darker, I was able to get my shutter speed to 30 seconds, which is right where I wanted it. And I was able to keep my ISO at 100 and keep my f-stop at 22. Now I was doing pretty good because I only had a downtime of about 8 seconds for every minute that the shutter was open. And this produced great results. Then as the sky darkened, I bumped up my aperture little bit at a time, ending up at 5.6, and then eventually I had to adjust that and bump up my ISO, which I didn't go above 400 because I didn't want to let in too much noise. I could have kept shooting if I wanted to use the bulb setting on my camera, but my remote was packed away, and I figured if I triggered the camera manually that I'd have too much shake, being that I'd have to trigger it at the beginning and end of every frame. And at this point I was getting kind of tired, but using the settings I've shared, I was able to shoot lightning for well over an hour. I hope this helps you guys get out there and take some great lightning shots, and I hope I've shared how this can be done with very minimalist gear. The Canon SL2 is the entry-level Canon camera, the cheapest that they make at this point in time, and I did this with a kit lens and a very basic tripod.